Welcome, dear listener, to another episode of Exploring Political Thought. Today we delve into the profound realm of Plato's philosophical masterpiece, exploring his intricate theory of three classes and three souls. This theory, borrowed from Pythagoras, serves as the scaffolding for Plato's vision of the ideal state, offering insights into the nature of the human soul, the structure of society, and the pursuit of justice. Plato's exploration begins with the understanding that every human soul comprises three distinct qualities: rational, spirit, and appetite. The fourth virtue, justice, acts as the architectonic force, balancing and harmonizing these qualities. The harmony, however, is not always inherent, as Plato takes into account the potential for psychological disharmony among the constituent parts of the soul. The rational soul, characterized by wisdom, represents the ruling class. These individuals, lovers of learning, possess the power to comprehend the idea of good. The spirited soul, associated with courage, constitutes the auxiliary or warrior class. Plato compares such individuals to watchdogs, capable of bravery and public spirit in defense of the community. Lastly, the appetitive soul, driven by a fondness for material things, represents the producing class or artisans, guided by the virtue of temperance. Plato emphasizes the necessity of reason controlling and directing emotions and passions within the soul. Despite recognizing the irrational aspects of human nature, Plato contends that the philosopher-ruler, embodying the rational soul, must govern for the greater good. The parallel between the individual and the state raises questions about the proper restraint of desires and passions. While individuals must be guided by reason, Plato remains uncertain about how to ensure the subordination of artisans and producers to the guardians in the state. This uncertainty leads him to recommend the use of force and rhetorical persuasion, casting doubt on the possibility of achieving a happy ideal state. Justice, for Plato, means assigning individuals their place in society based on natural aptitudes and skills, fostering departmental excellence. The key to societal harmony lies in restraining desires and maintaining psychological harmony within the individual. Justice becomes a social bond that cements ties between the individual and society. Plato's vision of justice extends beyond the individual to the state, where the three social classes, rulers, warriors, and producers, perform their respective duties without interfering with one another. This one class, one duty, one man, one work principle echoes through Plato's conception of justice. To support his arguments, Plato introduces the myth of metals and of earthborn, a noble lie propagated by the philosopher-ruler. This myth justifies individual and class distinctions by explaining that all human beings are born of the earth, with bodies mixed with different metals. This narrative reinforces the rightful place of individuals in society, sustaining the ideal state. However, Plato's use of the noble life faces criticism, particularly from Nietzsche, who argues that such myths are incompatible with true philosophy and result in a kind of education that stunts intelligence. The abuse of the myth leads to rigid class divisions and undermines equalitarianism and humanitarianism. Plato's system allows for social mobility between classes, a revolutionary concept in ancient societies. Nevertheless, the guardians hold significant power in deciding and placing individuals based on their nature, raising concerns about potential manipulation and lack of checks and balances. In conclusion, Plato's theory of three classes and three souls provides a framework for understanding the complex interplay between individual psychology and societal structure. As we explore these ideas further, let us critically examine Plato's vision of justice and its implications for the individual and the state.